Huh?
Yeah, we're really struggling, right? We've got beers in the back anymore.
How are you?
Good, thank you. Good?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah. Last one tomorrow?
Perfect. I'm happy about that, yeah.
Okay. There we go. Okay, everybody ready? Quickly, please. Okay. Jason, the sponsor's dream. Last group tomorrow.
Yeah.
You must be pleased.
Yeah, I am pleased. It was quite tough out there actually today because it was blowing more east-northeast. Obviously there's two winds here. There's like a southwesterly and a northeasterly. And when it's blowing east-northeast, it makes it pretty difficult to hit your lines because there's a lot of cross breezes, and it kind of trying to hear what I may say, but when you're hitting your drive, say for instance 10, you just it's dead across, but it can either go down or it can go back into you as well. So just depending on the gust and what kind of wind you're hitting, it can make it very difficult. I mean, I hit a great drive down 10, hit a great shot into the green, and then we went up to 11, and I wasn't really expecting it to kind of come back in. I was expecting just maybe a little bit more side, and the wind just ate it up, and I made bogey there. So I'm very pleased with how I played. I gave myself the opportunities again today, made a lot of birdies. I think if I could just tidy it up, I mean, I was a little bit disappointed with how I finished. I was at 9 under, I believe, going down to 17 in prime position, going up the green. I had 125 yards, I think, to the pin, and just hit a poor shot, which led to a bogey. So I was just out. Those are the things that frustrate me the most because I'm in good position with a wedge in my hand. I end up making a bogey and then a par the last hole. So trying to get it to 11 under, try and get that buffer of a 2-stroke lead. Hopefully got the experience under my belt with regards to winning some tournaments over in the States, and trying to put a little bit of pressure on the guy that I'm playing with tomorrow, Lucas. And but you know what, these guys are good. Everyone's playing some good golf, and I just got to keep pushing forward, and hopefully on Sunday I'm in the last group as well.
Terrific. Questions, please, on the floor.
What do you know of Lucas? And when he was talking about being a young bloke playing marquee groups, and it can be a bit of a big mission. What do you remember at that stage of your career?
When I was playing marquee groups? Yeah, so I mean, I don't know too much about Lucas. I know that he's a big boy, hits a nice, strong ball flight. He's obviously got a lot of game to be in the position that he's at right now. But it's just more about just embracing it, because when you're first starting out as a professional, there's nothing that can really, I guess, get you ready to try to, face these certain, fears, I guess, to a certain degree, because we're all out there just, with a lot of stress, and we're trying to get through the day. If he just embraces it and goes out there, you never know. He may come out tomorrow and just absolutely shoot lights out, and that's one thing that I have to obviously have in the back of my mind when I'm playing against him tomorrow, is that I'm planning on him playing well, and regardless of what he does, I've got to try and stay focused on my game, and that's kind of the same thing for him as well. He just has to stay focused on his game and worry about nothing else than hitting the shot that's in front of him and moving forward from there.
Nicole?
Jason, you're 7 shots ahead of Jordan at the moment.
Yes.
Is it enough at this point or not?
We've got two days left, so no, it's not enough. Unfortunately, it's Jordan Spieth. I mean, he hits obviously solid. If he gets something going on the weekend, he can hold a lot of putts and make a lot of birdies, make a charge. And usually he does make a charge on the weekend. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him from further back from the pack, or especially from the lead, pushing up over the weekend, only because, you know, when you're in that position, sometimes there's not a lot of pressure on your shoulders. You just go out there and kind of free will it, and that's how you make a ton of birdies and move up the leaderboard pretty quick. So when it comes to Sundays, you don't have to do too much on Sundays, especially with how the conditions are. I think you know, Saturday and Sunday we're going to probably have the same difficulty in wind. If that's the case, you just got to be very patient with yourself and try and give yourself the opportunity. So 7 strokes is obviously not enough, but I'd like to keep pushing forward, and hopefully I don't see him in my rearview mirror at all.
Basically, I've played a lot of tournaments. Do you get a sense at this stage, instinctively, what it might take between now and Sunday to get you on that 18 under?
Yeah, I mean, it's if I went birdie, I could have got it to 11 under. 18 under is right on that mark, you know, depending on how the weather goes. But I'm not sure if it'll make it there per se. But I definitely think if I get it there, I'll probably most likely win. Because obviously we're forecasted to have really tremendous wins on Sunday and really difficult wins tomorrow. So I don't know what the finishing score will be. Obviously me and Luke's going to play a little bit of match play against each other, and obviously with Cameron Davis, I'm not too sure how he's finished. I think he may have finished at 7. So we've got 9, 8, 7, and the next best is 4 under. So right now it's kind of a three-man race, but Cameron Smith is just at 4 under, so he knows I think he knows Australian golf pretty well. He's been playing some tremendous golf this year, so you obviously wouldn't put him out either. And obviously Jordan Spieth down at Even Bar. So the biggest thing for me and the 2 other blokes is we just got to try and separate ourselves from the pack. If we can do that, then it just becomes a three-man race playing against each other. And my goal is to just keep pushing forward.
Bruce?
Jason, I know we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but given the fact that you haven't been able to get back here as often as you would like to have over the last few years, what would winning your National Open mean to you?
Well, I haven't won this year. This would be a nice little end of the year cap, just to know that, you know, it wasn't such a disappointing year. You know, a win is a win, regardless of where you are, where you play, and you know, to have the Stonehaven Cup on the mantle would be great. I know I just don't want to win one of these. I want to win multiple Stonehaven Cups and the Australian Open. But I think it'd be just good for me if I can somehow get the win this week. It'd be a good, you know, kickstart going into next year's season, back on the PGA Tour. I just know how Jordan's done from having the confidence coming from this event and going forward and winning 2 majors a year after, and having a lot of confidence going to the you know, start of the year. So this is a huge kind of, you know, confidence builder for me this week, and if I can somehow pull the win off, that'd be great.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, terrific. Have enough questions? Please hold your seats. We're leaving first.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love that.